The year is 2026. Across the sprawling skylines of Melbourne and Sydney, a new chapter of the Australian economic story is being written. The morning rush hour pulses with energy as thousands of workers head toward the heart of the city, ready to face the day's challenges. Among the tide of professionals are many of Chinese descent, contributing their expertise to finance, technology, and the evolving urban landscape of Australia. On the outskirts, construction sites buzz with activity. Skilled migrants and local citizens work side by side to build the infrastructure of the future. However, the headlines tell a complex story. In 2026, the Australian labour market remains historically tight, with job vacancies reaching unprecedented levels. This leads us to a pivotal question. In an economy desperate for workers, is the influx of skilled migration a threat or a necessity? Are Chinese workers truly taking the place of Australian citizens, or are they filling critical gaps that would otherwise stall our national growth? To understand the reality, we must look beyond the rhetoric and examine the sectors where the need for specialized skills is most acute. In the healthcare sector, the shortage of specialized staff has reached a critical point, demanding immediate and highly trained reinforcements from abroad. Similarly, the engineering industry requires precision and expertise to manage large-scale projects that drive our economy forward into the next decade. Official data from the 2024-2025 occupation shortage list reveals a persistent gap in the public sector, construction, and advanced technology roles. Chinese skilled migrants often fill these critical roles, bringing years of experience and education that align perfectly with Australia's strategic needs. This isn't just about labor. It's about the transfer of knowledge and the expansion of our technological capabilities in a competitive global market. The journey often begins at our world-class universities, where international students from China prepare to transition into the professional Australian workforce. These students represent a vital pipeline of talent, contributing significantly to the local economy even before they enter the full-time job market. In laboratories and manufacturing hubs, collaboration is the standard. Here, the distinction between local and migrant fades behind the goal of innovation. But what about the concerns of local workers? Rising costs of living and stagnant wage growth are real pressures felt by many Australian families today. Economists argue that these are homegrown issues, driven by global inflation and housing supply, rather than being caused by the arrival of new workers. In fact, the presence of a skilled workforce often creates more jobs downstream, stimulating demand for services, retail, and local infrastructure projects. The market is also evolving. As we shift toward net zero industries, the demand for new types of skills is creating opportunities for everyone. This transition ensures that the Australian labor force remains resilient and ready for the green-driven economy of the late 2020s. As the sun sets over the Australian Parliament House, we reflect on the policy decisions that shape our diverse and dynamic workforce. The relationship between local citizens and Chinese migrants is not one of displacement, but one of profound and necessary symbiosis. Together, they form the backbone of a nation that values diversity as a driver of economic stability and cultural richness. In 2026, the question is no longer about competition, but about how we can best collaborate to ensure a prosperous future for all. Australia continues to move forward, a modern and inclusive nation built by the hands of many, standing tall on the global stage.